Marquee here. Hey everyone, I'm Rob, and today we'll be looking at the Arcade 1-Up NBA Jam cabinet. Let's go take a look. Alright, so this is the NBA Jam bundle from Arcade 1-Up. I got this at GameStop for $499. I got it about 4 weeks ago. I'm really happy with it. It's really fun to play. Today I'm going to go over, some of the components, look at the menu, look at some gameplay, and give a couple of thoughts. So let's start off here with the stool. We have a stool. Pretty cool. NBA Jams branded. Easy to put together, really comfortable, perfect height. Really like it. It's great. I use it every time I play. Put that to the side. Starting at the bottom, we have the NBA Jam branded riser. Without these risers, I don't know, this whole cabinet would be a different thing. But because of the riser, you can actually stand up and play or sit down and play. So on the front we have the NBA Jam logo. Then on the side we have the NBA logo. If we take a look at the front here, it lists all the games. The original NBA Jam. The next one was NBA Jam Tournament Edition. It's basically the same thing with some different rules. And then NBA Hangtime, which is my absolute favorite. Let's go up here and let's look at the marquee. This comes with a lit marquee, which I thought was fantastic. It changes the look. When you have this lighting, it's the same as the arcades. It's pretty cool. If you don't have a lit marquee, it just looks weird and dim, and it doesn't attract the eye as much. So I like it. The one thing I don't like is the fact that it's the colors are a little muted. That red isn't. This red isn't super red. It doesn't really pop too much. But you know something? It is a lit marquee, so I'm happy with it. One of the best features. Well, let's go over the buttons first. We have 4 players, which is fantastic. Each player has a joystick and 3 buttons. You have shoot block, pass steal, and turbo. It's a little cramped when you have 4 players all playing together. It's not close to the regulation size deck of the NBA Jam in the arcades. But you know something? It's fun. You can play 4 players. Up here, if you see, you have the live button. This live button actually brings you into a menu where you can select to join games. I'll go over that in a little bit. Standard on-off switch, and then the volume button. Now this volume, if you can see here, I don't know if you can see, it's too dark, but there's 2 speakers. There's a speaker here and there's a speaker here. You have stereo speakers, and it's really loud. So ready, block your ears. Here we go. Right now it's on 5. Let's go up. Ever gonna play it that loud. The most I play it is usually 10. I'll put this back down to 4 or 5. There we go. Alright, and the my favorite part of this whole thing is this acrylic LED edge lit deck protector. It's a little thin piece. I think it's like I don't know, 5/8 acrylic. It actually has graphics on it. It has the markings on it, all the white. And my favorite part here is it lights up. I love anything LED. So you can pick your colors. You can pick blue, white, purple, whatever color you want. And there's even one that it cycles through all the colors, which is nice. So yeah, it's a good looking cabinet. It's well made. I mean, people think these are cheap. I beat on this thing, and I don't even have it anchored to the wall, and it does just fine. I mean, I don't know. I know it's not the highest quality product in the world, but it's not bad. I mean, considering, I think everything is fairly well made and pretty solid. This deck is really solid. This whole thing doesn't move, so I don't know. You be the judge. I think it's pretty good. Alright, the screen here, it's a 15-inch diagonal. Good resolution. It looks great, nice and bright. I wish they had some kind of settings for brightness, contrast, all that stuff, but they don't. So it's good enough. It looks good. You know, I really don't need any changes on it. Yeah, so let's go over the gameplay and the menus and check it out. So I'm back. I'm sitting in my stool, my favorite spot. I always play on player 2. So let's start looking at this. So as you see in the menus, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and NBA Jam Hangtime. We also have availability. We can go into that first. You can set your availability here quickly, invisible to favorites. Visible to favorites and visible to everyone. I usually set mine as invisible when I don't want to play, because people try and jump into your game and you're in the middle of playing. It might be an important time, and all of a sudden you get a request from people. So I don't want that. You can go into the menu here, and this shows your network setup. This is all my stuff, so you tell what type. You can have right now none, wireless, or just get out of here. But there is a way, if you look it up online, you can actually get these wired, and then the wired option will recently played. These are the people I recently played against. Favorites, I don't have any favorites. I don't think I know anyone who owns this game, and I really don't play online a lot. Block list, I haven't blocked anyone. Everyone's been really cool so far, so that's fine. And then back. So that was the setup menu. If you go into the menus for the individual games, you can see here you can set the computer assistance to enable, disable. I like it on enable. Like I said, I'm not great at this game. I just really enjoy playing it. Attract sound, that's so when you're down in your basement you actually feel like you're in an arcade. Head size, let's go with large, why not? Drone difficulty, see I'm playing extra easy. You can do easy, normal, hard, extra hard. I can't even imagine what extra hard would be like. I haven't even tried it. I was playing easy at first, they were kicking my ass. So now I'm doing extra easy to enjoy the game and get used to it. Game timer speed, you can actually have a long game, you can have a short game. I just have a normal game. These are the clone players. And then scan lines. I like the old school stuff, so I put scan lines on. Now if you go to these, they're basically the same menu. And same here. It's basically the same menu, but you can set everything up for your individual games. If you look on the right hand side of the screen, you can see the standings. You can see where you're standing. I'm standing at, for assists, I stand at 17. You can go into the stats, which is really cool, and you can see greatest players. The greatest player is Jaybird. He's 349 and 5. Experienced players, you can see who played the most games. That's Jaybird with 354. Winning streak, Jaybird with 63. Greatest players. So it's pretty cool. You can see a lot of the statistics. You can go into these available games in the bottom right. I can play against Indiana Jones. Then you can pick who you want to play against, and you can just jump into their game. If they accept you, you can play against them. It's really neat. It's great. This is the first arcade 1-up system to have Wi-Fi and network play, which is cool. Okay, so let's go up to NBA Jam. We'll take a look at it for a second. Get the nice old school NBA Jam logo from Midway. Brings you back to the early 90s, 1993. I was 24 years old when this first came out. Alright, so I'm going to pick my player. You hit the player button and you can say, do you want to put in initials or not? I'll say yes. And if you do, it keeps track of the games you play and keeps your statistics and how many wins and losses and assists and everything you have. If you look at the basketballs in the bottom, that's basically how many coins you have. So I have one now, and if you hit the player button, it gives you more. And then you have a fully purchased game. And I usually do that because I'll forget sometimes. Between periods, there's a countdown. Alright, so I'm going to pick Barkley. Let's put the volume up a little. And this is the game. This is exactly how it looked. You know, it tells you what to do with your player, how to control your teammate, how to shoot, how to do turbo dunks, things like that. You hit the buttons, and they get it. And see, we're playing with big heads, and I almost rejected them. So it's a great little game. But you can do all kinds of crazy stuff in this. You can do dunks, you can steal, you can knock people down. You can steal the ball from them. It's fun. It's a really fast-paced game. And can be slightly addicting for people who have played it back in the day. To actually have it in my basement, to be able to come down here whenever I want and play NBA Jam, it's great. And the neat thing is that, you know, this screen, you know, it's only a 15-inch screen, but when you're sitting up close on it, it doesn't feel that small at all. Right? And there's no delay, there's no jittering, it's nice and smooth. Everything is responsive, the buttons are responsive, the joystick is responsive. I haven't had a problem where I'm pushing a button and thinking nothing's happening. I know that everyone says these joysticks and buttons are cheap quality. Yeah, probably, but you know something, they work, and I've had it for, like I said, about 4 weeks. I play the game every day. I haven't had any problems with the buttons. I actually play in one. I play player 2. I haven't had any problems whatsoever, so hopefully we'll see. A lot of people change them out. I heard it's pretty easy. You can just change out the joystick and the button. So I could do that. Alright, so let's go to the next game. Let's get out of here. So you can leave, you can change availability while you're in the game and people can join you. And let's leave. So we almost played a whole quarter there. That was quick. There's only 15 seconds left in the quarter, I believe. So now Tournament Edition is different, right? So you can read those quick. Updated rosters, player attributes, halftime substitutions, allow players to choose the same team. Pretty neat. But they changed the rules for NBA Jam Tournament Edition. I think the graphics, I think there's little color differences here and there. Basically looks the same, might be a little sharper. Lift the volume up for you a little. Same instructions. They got it again. And yeah, we didn't put big heads in this, so you can see. Oh, I just goaltended. So something was just weird there. I don't know if you noticed that. That was strange. Everything was whited out. As I was just saying, I had no problem with this. If you looked at the menu on the bottom, yeah, see, it's normal again, has the color. But when it flashed the menu last time, it was just all white. That was the first time I ever saw that. So that's pretty interesting. I wonder what happened, why it did that. But I don't know. So this is basically, you know, same game, different rules, slightly different, and it's still fun. Let's get out of this. Let's leave this game. Alright, my favorite game here, NBA Jam Hangtime. When you first go into the game, it shows you all your statistics, You can see the graphics are different. You can create a player, you can just enter your name or just go directly to selecting teams. So let's enter my player name. Yeah, I'm not going to put in my actual player name, but as you can see, you get more letters to choose from. You get a PIN number, which is easier than picking. It saves a screen when you're doing everything. And then on NBA Jam and Tournament Edition, you only get, I think, 5 or 6 different combinations of players. Here you get 20. Then you go back. So when I play with this team, I like to play as Pippen and have Rodman by my side. In the bottom here, I believe this is like, you know, you're trying to figure out how much you're going to win by, what's the spread. And as you can see, the graphics are different, the graphics are better. And I already goaltended, same as I did in the last game. But it seems a slightly faster pace. The graphics are more fluid. I don't know, I just like this game better. There's just something about it. And you can do these crazy double dunks and these high-flying super dunks. And I don't know, I'm just used to it. But it's a great game, it's really fun. And I didn't play a lot of this in the arcade. I played more the original NBA Jam because I was younger. But I do like playing this game better now, so it is really fun. And like I said, for $4.99, to have an arcade system in your basement, it's fantastic. Oh, I'm on fire now. So yeah, you can get on fire, and then when you're on fire, you can just launch anything and it'll go in. It's amazing. Then I can just shoot a 3, and they can't stop you when you're on fire, because you don't have to. There's no goaltending. Oh, I wasn't lined up with the hoop. Anyway, so yeah, so there's a lot of neat little add-ons in here. 19-6 while I'm talking. That was actually pretty good. Okay, so that's my review of Arcade 1-Up. I think for the money, it's a great arcade. I think I'm gonna get more of these. It's built well. Yeah, thanks for watching. Okay, so the video's over. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you liked it, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. If you want, subscribe. I'll be making some more videos. And have a good day.